Hey guys, we're back with Lucid9. When we last left off, we got a bad ending. Boo. On the good side, there is a good ending, which we don't have to backtrack for. Oh, wrong one. Right here. Skip. Shut up, fax machine. Nobody even knows who you are. Okay, so I saw what the next 3 choices are. I don't know if there's more choices or not, but I haven't seen them yet, so I won't look after these 3 choices again. No, if I can't see Yui, then this entire ordeal is pointless. I have to take this risk. You know me better than that, Yota. I have to see Yui with my own 2 eyes. Who knows? You could be lying. You could kill her before I show up. I'm wounded. Do you really think I would do something so cliche? Well, you did. I didn't think you would be a serial killer, but here we are. Forgive me for not taking chances. Fair enough, boy. I'll play along. She'll be here by the time you arrive. I'll even let you see her before you enter the school. That's oddly, very oddly agreeable of him. That's to make me feel as though I've walked straight into a setup. Then, boy, is that all? Time passes ever on. Can I get anything more from him? Right now, the situation still seems grim. Reject these terms. I'd also like for Yuri to be untied. So she can run away? As if you want to be able to chase her down. Heh, playing hard to get, aren't we? Fine, because I'm so very magnanimous. I accept. Would your highness also like a pony? Oh, yes please. Any new terms stack the odds more in my favor, but I'm not currently in a position of power. If I push too hard, everything will go south. Accept these terms. Now, if I'm honest, there's not a whole lot more I can ask without making the request seem downright ridiculous, Ryota. You're always willing to be there. I'm going to see her. The police will know where I am. That's the most I can ask for. Back at the school, then? I'll give you 15 minutes. Yeah, we read this before. So we have settings, skip, see messages. What's the... No, I don't want to save. That doesn't have my... Okay, yeah, it doesn't. Okay. Because when I got my PC, it had my last name as the PC name. I forget if I changed it or not. So is it just control to skip? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, this is slightly different, so. It counts this as a different scene than the last one because. Hold on. The power play, yeah. Removal of gadgets? Said you'd show me Yui first. Only chuckles at this. Not even a chuckle of amusement. Almost sounds giddy. Good, good. You're already learning how to play the game. It turns and points silently at the second window of the classroom building. Most of it is shrouded in darkness, but just by the window I catch a glint of. You saw it, didn't you? So, phone? All I saw was orange hair. It could be a dupe. Sighing heavily, Yota reaches for his phone and taps the screen a few times. He only has to wait a few seconds. Yui, your boyfriend is having some trust issues. Be a dear and look out the window. I stare at the building, forcing myself not to blink, half convinced that if I look away for a split second, I'll miss everything. The head of orange hair by the window, she has pink hair. Turns slowly, revealing a distant pale face, muddled slightly by the distortion of the window. But without a doubt, it's Yui. I sigh breathlessly, instinctively, something that I can't stop in time. Yota smiles triumphantly. Phone? I suddenly hand him my phone. Turn out your pockets. Instant jacket. Yeah, we already did this. Keypad, yep. Yep, the janitor has to get in. Can we skip this? Nope. Did you? Can you see the bottom pixel of my desktop again? I can't tell. Let's just make it a... No, let's you make it. I want... Yeah, it's just a little too big. Sorry. It's better like this, right? Took some searching, but this is how I found this. Yeah. We go into the corridor. Yui could have been moved. Shigari could be lying. Yeah, so many things could happen. The no-link window arrives at last. Stop abruptly, my eyes roving frantically across the classroom, searching empty space. One of them, with streaks of orange hair shining softly in the scant moonlight, is Yui. Okay, so there's 3 people now. For a moment, I see nothing else. My eyes fix on her and my throat closes. Happy? I shuffle forward, choked whimper tearing out of my mouth before I could stop it. It's only after seeing her that the weight falls. Then I realize how long it's been since we last spoken. Then I realize how much I missed her. Then I remember what life was like without her. I press my hands against the desk to keep myself from collapsing bonelessly to the ground. Forcing slowly and steady breath in my lungs. Still alive, before my eyes. She screams something muffled against her gag and kicks the wall. The abrupt noise stops me in my track. Oh, it seems the damsel in distress wants to share some lovely little words. Clearly amused, he stands to his feet and swaggers over to the chairs. In one fluid motion, he flourishes something from the teacher's desk and holds it highly in the air. A knife, serrated and sickly, the blade glinting coldly at the edges. With a jolt of panic, I leap forward. Don't! He slices down. Time freezes. Step with the knife whisks forward and over, straight towards Yui's skull, tearing the air below it in two. And at the last possible moment, pulls back and neatly strips the knot of her gag. The cloth flutters elegantly in the air, coming to rest on the linoleum. Alright, how do you say that? Linoleum? I know this word! Linoleum. Hello. Force a ragged breath as Yoda screeches. Okay, the look on your face. Priceless. Priceless. I slum against the desk. My relief is too great to allow room for anger. Steady stare at Yui. Her eyes, her hair, the tip of her nose, letting the memorized image remind me of home. Comfort, teasing. Loud Christmas dinners and scented candles at the town festival. Whispered inside jokes, elbows in the ribs, playing make-believe like two idiots. Yui. What the heck are you thinking, Yama? Why would you come here? Her voice changes octaves with every syllable, and her eyes are full of tears. Despite her terror, she's only worrying about me. Clear my throat and croak something incomprehensible, and try again. Okay. Yeah, but not for long. Why didn't you just stay home? Because I couldn't leave her to die. Because I had to do something. I guess I got lazy. I'm being lazy. She snorts out a choked laugh, something almost frantic, as if she didn't mean to laugh, but she couldn't help it. Well, it's a surprise. She sends me a weak smile. Turn to Ryota, only smiles lazily in response. You see, I'm a good sport, so very accommodating. You won't find an executioner mightier anywhere else in this world. Executioner? Executioners kill for a purpose. Executioners are given targets by other people. Is it possible to get any information out of him? Executioner? In a glorified hunting dog? So I say it with an attempt in a cold, flat tone, but to my dismay, my voice cracks. It only seems to hide in Ryota's sleeve. Hunting? Oh no. Hunting is meant for practical purposes. Hunting is for the meat, or the hide, or the money from sales. I like to think of myself as a gardener, pruning dead weight so the branches with actual promise can grow. My id, wait, that's id, right? You know, I know the id, ego, super ego, right? It's my employer. My ego, the employee. I don't know what you're doing. Scripting for time won't bring the case any closer, boy. You realize that you sound... Oh no, provocation. I'm sorry. It's time for school to begin its session. He probably pounds the handle of his knife against the desk. My hand instinctively jumps in my throat. And... we read this before. Why are you sitting down? And I sit down. It's exactly how I like it. So Ishimoto, is it? Since you came at night, you're gonna be my special assistant. Yep. It's an important one. Each of us needs to discipline someone else. That's a given. This is a remedial class, after all. But I'll give you two fabulous options out of the goodness of my heart. Either my disciplinee will be the darling little Yui, and yours will simply be the plastic class skeleton. Or both of us will work on the other two students. Other students? Since when were... Alright, two strangers sitting by Yui. Look to the back of the room, sizing up the three figures. First is a girl, the second a boy. I don't recognize either of them, but they look young, maybe in their first year. They're speechless, but even from where I sit, I can see the sweat rolling from their temples and dripping onto their necks. Their knees are clearly shaking. Both of them absolutely terrified, innocent bystanders, pulled in the sick dastardly game. Yui's next to them. Unlike the others, she's completely still, eerily so. She's been turned to stone. When I meet her gaze, I see nothing but tears of fear in her eyes. She's ungagged. In a different circumstance, she would have volunteered immediately in order to save the other two students. She would have been brave and fiery, and everything the world knows her for. The fact that she isn't saying a word tells me just how scared she is. My eyes drift back to Ryota, who suddenly tilts his head. The knife twitches in his hand, and I suddenly piece everything together. He's a discipliner. I'm a discipliner. Whatever he's planning on doing, I'll have to copy. Wait, is that bottom pixel? My desk? I don't think it is, actually. We can go back. If he breaks bones, so must I. If he saws through limbs, so must I. And if I don't, then all of us will be killed right here, right now. Because the only thing keeping him playing along is me. I could pick the class skeleton. I would only have to remain plastic, stop on plastic, break plastic. Everything would be safe. And then Yui would be in the hands of Ryota. Watching Yui get hurt, I don't think I could bear it. Came here to save her, letting her die in Ryota's hands. No, there has to be a different way. Then what? The other 2 students? It's 2 lives instead of 1. 2 bodies instead of 1. Objectively, it's the worst decision in every way. Ryota knows this, because he knows me, sometimes better than I know myself. Danged if I do, danged if I don't. The ultimate trade-off. Can't give up Yui, I just can't. Shut up, Bax Machine! Nobody even knows what you do! Forcing 2 other students to suffer? Just who do I pick? So now look. I know this is a moral dilemma. 2 students, that's 2 people who get hurt. Yui and the skeleton, that's 1 person who gets hurt. And we already saw what happens with the 2 students. Of course, Yui's here, but... And Yui's untied, meaning something can happen. Look, this is the moral choice. Even if it means Yui will suffer, wouldn't it be better for just 1 person to face the consequences? That's what I try to tell myself. If I pick Yui, then only a plastic skeleton will be my victim, not another human being. She can hate me, but I need to choose this. Then, I pick Yui. Surprise flickers across Yota's face. This is clearly not the outcome that he had been expecting. Neither did I, in all honesty. I want to play the hero, I see. I don't... Look, it's morally the right choice. Look at Yui helplessly. I don't know why. I'm gonna be a Seiki no Mikata. I'm gonna save everyone. And Yui's not gonna get hurt because I'm gonna stop it. Seeking penance, maybe? Reassurance? Either way, it's a stupid decision. She must hate me with every fiber of her being. Even if she doesn't right now, she'll end up hating me in the future. She looks at me tearfully, but there's no sign of hatred in her eyes. She even offers a weak smile. Smile? Why? Because we have a plan! She has a weapon now! Surely it's not out of gratitude. Her hands are free! She can do something! Can't even say that it's out of pride at making the right decision. I read her gaze silently as Ryota hauls across the room. She grunts in pain as he slams the back of her chair against the desk, but that tremulous smile remains. I understand. She isn't smiling because of the emotion she's feeling. She's smiling, determined, because though she knows this is the last time I could see her smile. Freeze with the realization. Throbbing pain resounds in my chest. No, because behind her back, she has a knife! The last time. No, I have to believe that Shigure will come. I have to trust that she'll make it in time. Why Yui? Why my foundation? Why of all people? Focus and trust. I can do this. Force a tentative smile, pushing it across my face, even as every muscle tear screams against it. Yui's eyes glisten in the moonlight, full of unshed tears. Then Ryota straightens, ignorant of our little moment, clears his throat. Now, shall I explain the rules? Yep, he pulls 2 metal pipes. If you can stay sane for as long as Yui is conscious, well, you win. Everyone's a winner. I try to speak past my dry throat. What? What kind of heck is this? Just as the plastic skeleton and stand idly by as Ryota wails on Yui? He hits her until she falls unconscious? That can't be. He'll kill her that way. He can take his time, hitting her toes, then her foot, then her ankle, then her knee, and the police will get here, working his way slowly as he breaks her body. Pain and torment without any sense of the relief that is in unconsciousness. My hands shake uncontrollably as Ryota unceremoniously dumps the plastic skeleton at my feet, gazes up at me with a macabre grin fixed on his face. We don't hit the skeleton? We never let it be Ryota's turn. The police come and we win. Well, procrastinators never prosper, so might as well get to work. He raises his pipe with great melodrama and Yui whimpers reflexively. No, wait! Shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have picked Yui. Ryota's pipe is already in its terrible trajectory, soaring downward and... Wah! Yui's face contorts with agony as Ryota's pipe slams right on her toes. She screams, rips through the air, and claws on my eardrums. She wasn't supposed to suffer. I was supposed to save her. Not Yui. Anyone but Yui. There's a shrill noise in the space between my ears as my vision pulses angrily, tilting my sense of balance. Huh? What's the matter, boy? You weren't supposed to. Yui wasn't supposed to. I thought that. Suck it up, kid. See how lovely the world is. Your play. George the skeleton's about to have a bad time. He points casually at the plastic skeleton at my foot, completely unaffected. There's not a single shred of humanity left in him. Nothing that shrinks back at the prospect of harming another human being. Just pure malice. Nothing that I can fight against. We haven't got all day, or are you trying to stall? I swallow, mouth painfully dry. I lift the pipe and slam it into the skeleton without much thought. The femur breaks cleanly, skittering into 2 pieces. Plastic, after all, not very strong. Even so, just the sight of it turns my thoughts to Yui. What effects did Yota's blow have on her bones? How much pain is she going through? Boring. Glad it's my turn again. You really know how to kill a crowd, kid. He turns away and raises his pipe again. No! Swings it down, biceps corded with tension. Gwa! Stop. Make it all stop. She's not supposed to die. She's not supposed to suffer. Gig. My head shakes with pain as I crumble to the ground, the pipe rolling out of my hands. Agony. Nothing but endless agony. Not her. God, not her. I'm overcome with a wave of nausea. Not the sickening blow of a fever or a flu. Something on a deeper scale that flows to the outer edge of my body. Sensation that's slimy, and incurable. Again, my mind whispers. Again. Silence from Rhoda. Silence from Yui. Not a single peep. Bad end? We the worlded? How do you... This is out of my control, now in my control. So I awake and the HUD's different. She's my first priority. I step next to Yui and reach out a hand, pushing my fingers against her cheek. Rhoda does not move, seems surprised at the motion. Take advantage of the moment, leaning in to press a kiss against her forehead. Sweet Yui, she deserved none of this. Yama, be at peace. Before Yoda can move, I raise the pipe. One deft final swing that hits dead center. Yui's deck steps backwards at the impact. Then she rests quietly. And then, okay. We kill him. Then I kill Mr. Yota. Oh, okay. The bread window which lets in a pool of light onto the body that was once Yui Hayata. Yui Hayata, the only person who could possibly have stopped this metamorphosis. But none of that matters now. I draw myself to the window, regarding the peaceful sky without emotion. Bad end. Look, I made the moral choice! Let's work on the other 2 students. The reactions are immediate. Yoda's face lights up in a manic smile. Yui's jaw drops. The other 2 students explode. You guy! We already read this. Your brothers and sister. Yep, he picked her specifically for me. Oh. They still had hope. Hope that would go unscathed, that only one person would have to suffer rather than 2. I crushed that hope. The last hope they ever had. Now they'll die for it, agonizingly, with nothing but despair. Instead, my reply is automatic and empty. I'm sorry. Fully expect her to spit in my face, but she only turns her head away. It's Al, yeah. It'll be okay. Must be having a field day. A airy voice from the corner reminds me of Yui's presence. She's staring quietly at the scene before her, face bleached white. You're not going to hurt her, are you? Guilt, terror, regret, anguish. Must both be feeling their full effects. Close your eyes, Yui. She stifles a quiet sob. Turn to Yoda. Now that everything's set up, I need you to untie Yui. You know I can't do anything to you while you still have that knife. Neither can she. Neither of us will leave the other person to die either. Only because you're the teacher's pet boy. She tucks over to Yui's chair and cleanly slices at her bonds. She probably... Oh! Was she tied up before? I thought she was just gagged. I thought... Oh. Well, I mean, it didn't say that. She promptly clasps her hand together, breathing deeply. Don't run, Yui. You'll kill both of us. It won't. Turn back to Yota, hands sweaty against the fabric of my jacket. So what are the rules of the game? 2 metal pipes, yeah. Yep. Be glad I didn't pick the knife, huh? You ready to begin? Yep. I'll go first. Watch and learn. And wait, no, that was an old video. But still, I'm gonna turn the audio down a little. Like that. It's gonna hurt like heck. 3, 2, 1, and psych. Can't let this go on. Is there a way out of this situation? Anything at all? What is needed most, my mind fails me. Hey, I want to switch to Yui and the skeleton, please. 4 students, including me. 4 lives at stake. 2 thus in the middle of terrible suffering. I mean, Yui and you kind of got thrust into suffering too. Oh, I guess, you know, they have pipes. Urged the camera with the intention to just grab as much time as they possibly could. That I can prevent a death, maybe 2. There's no sign of the police, not even the slightest indicator that they'll come at all. And now, death is looking like the best option. To buy time, I'd have to draw out this game, causing as much pain to this girl as she can bear, while the boy suffers beyond description. If the police don't come, we'll still end up dead. I could crack this girl's skull, give her a merciful end, and then I lose. Yoda unleashes his knife on the rest of us. Or if I move really fast, I can maybe put an end to both her and her brother, in which case it'll only be down to Yui and me. No, Shigure said she would come. She swore that she would come. She said she promised. She told me. Stop daddling about, boy. We haven't got all day. I think we hit the girl. I don't think stalling will work. Seems like everything. The only option is to go with the flow. Step forward. Knuckles turning white as I raise the pipe. Shigure said she would bring the police. Shigure said she would buy me time. Buying time means abiding by the game, drawing it out, pain without mercy, conscious damage. Yeah, please, close your eyes. The voice that comes from my mouth is cold and blank, nothing like my own. Swing the pipe down, knowing that I'd only endanger the girl further if I close them. See the pipe descend. See the girl's eyes widen. I see. Wah! The vibrations direct from the tip of the pipe through my arms to my eyes, which rattle in their sockets. Feel the impact of her arm giving way beneath my own hands. Something in me, something I hadn't known was there, slinks away into the shadows, gone forever. The girl gasped for breath as her brother burst into tears. Well, he didn't kill her! No, a brother or sister, doomed to die. I step back, hands shaking uncontrollably. Yoda only throws back his head and laughs. Oh yes, that's it! I was worried for a moment, you know, thinking you'd pansy out. But you mean business right now, don't you? There must be something, some other way, some advantage, something that doesn't involve this. I still myself, keeping my eyes fixed on the girl before me. Faking shock? Maybe. I can't say that I'm really faking. Meanwhile, I'll let my mind cast about the room, mentally recalling every sensory memory that it shoved away as I entered the classroom, searching for some miraculous solution. The door sprung open beneath my touch as I stepped into the classroom, my figure enveloped in the nighttime gloom. Yoda swarmed behind me, letting every footstep vibrate through the floor, up the door frame, and to the foundations of the building itself. He's enjoying himself. Maybe a little too much. He was waiting for this moment, I think. The students he'd carved to pieces might have pleased him temporarily, but this night, this would be his magnum opus. You'd want to relive it 1,000 times over. He grinned with confidence as he cupped his hands around his mouth. And the delinquent arrives at last. I shuffled further into the room. We're rereading this, right? Yeah. He definitely said that. Squinting into the darkness of the furthest corners, my breath shallow and my palms sweaty. In the meantime, Yoda pushed up his sleeves and tossed his keys and phone on top of his desk. That was when I saw Yui. Wait. Tossed his keys and phone on top of his desk. There's one thing that I overlooked. The mole and the police. No matter how quickly and secretly Shigure may act, still a high chance that she'll be found out. After all, it only took a few minutes for that mole to relay the news to Ryota. This time shouldn't be any different. Anytime now, a phone call could warn Ryota, tell him to get away, and that'd be the end. It doesn't matter if I manage to distract him with this game. It's not like he'll ignore a phone call from his accomplice. In that case, I need to get rid of that phone. I have a pipe in my hands, and I'm just a step away from the desk. The main problem is breaking it without Ryota noticing it. And if he does notice, he won't think that I'm knowingly sabotaging him. Hello, Oyster Yama Yoshimoto. What, is this a little too much for you? My voice catches and squeaks, which makes me sound exceedingly helpless. That's a good thing. Ryota giggles quietly, but his eyes are narrowed. This must be a little rough, Do you feel like I'm hitting your poor sister? I wouldn't worry, she's already dead. You know that. I grip the pipe tighter, my knuckles widening with pressure. The rough edges of the metal starting to cut into the palm of my hand. Hit the phone out of range. Be like, oh, sorry. You better not say my sister's name again, kid. Where's his 5th finger? I guess there's a little line right there, but it still looks like he only has 4 fingers there. Welcome the anger, the pain, the helplessness that swirling through my body. Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, never mind. Wait. Is that his right hand? Oh, I guess it could be his pinky that we're not seeing. Okay. Well, that's just weird. That pose is weird. Must still be sour for you, kid, no? Would you rather hit the little boy? Shut up. Damn it, please don't listen to him. Come to think of it, maybe you'd have some fun if you had the boy. Finally get an outlet for all that self-hatred. Yama, he's just trying to get to you. You can fight it. Shut up, you girl! With threatening speed, he bounds across the classroom and seizes Yui by the hair, yanking backward until her neck is at an unnatural angle. Ah! You know, like you at first, but now you're just a little yapping dog. Just slit your throat right now. Feed your esophagus to the brat over there. He gestures to the boy who's fastened to the chair. Yui makes an instinctive whimper deep in her throat. Do we have an understanding? Yes. Do we have an understanding, you wow, that's uncalled for. She's... Yes. Something locks in my brain, and all my emotions drain away until I feel like an empty automaton. Shouldn't have touched her. My vision blurs with rage as I raise the pipe with both hands, my arm shaking. Cold. Everything feels so cold. The edges of my lip pull up into an unbidden smile as a fleeting vision passes before my eyes. Yoda's body, battered and broken at my feet, waiting for me to make an imprint. I seize the vision, even as a deeper part of my mind shrinks away in horror. I let it control me. Shouldn't have touched you, Ayada. Slam the pipe down with as much force as possible. The metal pulses against the floor with an air-splitting crack. Splinters of something white and shiny shoot away from the point of impact like a spray of bullets. He hit the phone, right? The boy and the girl shrink back in their chairs, staring at me with wide eyes. It's irrelevant. Get away from here. Let my voice increase in volume. Let it shake. Let it steep with madness and fury. Yoda steps back inadvertently, not out of fear, but out of surprise. He almost seemed pleased with my transformation. I lunge forward, my voice exploding shrilly out of my throat. Get away from her, or I'll kill you! I start swinging the pipe madly, like an unbalanced marionette on a string, letting the end swivel into desks, chairs, walls, anything, and phones. I rush at Yoda, but he nimbly weaves between the desks and tightens the grip on his own pipe. My pipe passes within an inch of Yui's face as I whirl around, bowling in Yoda's direction, towards the desk. I vaguely register a look of open horror from Yui, but I flick it away from my mind like a gnat. I lunge at Yoda with a full force blow, swinging down, letting out a vicious scream. Just as I was hoping, Yoda is startled by my sudden burst of energy and instinctively dodges to the side instead of blocking my blow. My pipe slices downward and splits the polished surface of the teacher's desk, sending shards of wood flying. There we go! The impact rattles up my arms and into my skull. But most importantly, I've hit Yoda's phone dead center. Shadows into a new pile of rubble, their golden crackle masked by my destruction. I don't dare to take a pause. I can't celebrate this small victory. Instead, let my anger fester, take hold of the pipe in my hands. I'll kill you right here, Yoda! I swing again at him and he steps back, adjusting the grip on his pipe, getting ready to counterattack. The momentum in my arms carries my weapon straight into the wall, sending the plaster cracking. I let loose a scream of frustration, something that rips my throat raw and ricochets against the broken wall. From the corner of my periphery, I can register Yui clasping her hands. Yama, please stop. Is that the best you've got, kid? You still haven't landed a single hit on this old man. I don't let myself think, just swing the pipe unblinkingly at his head, knowing that it won't hit. Yoda drops down, just as I suspect. His eyes widen with glee as he swings his own pipe with one hand, and my stomach suddenly lurches back and gets my spine with a piercing hammer of agony. I'm sent sprawling to the ground and Yui is screaming faintly in my ear. Yama! Then the coldness, the numbness, the emptiness, it all melts away. I suddenly feel weary, like every footstep is being pulled through mud. The bowl of pent-up aggression in my gut is replaced with a pounding soreness from the impact of Yoda's pipe. For a moment, I let myself lay there, splinters of wood and plaster pricking into my back. It would be so easy to just close my eyes and sleep. Let this whole world drift away. Get up, boy. Game's not over yet. Unless you meant to forfeit? That's right. I can't forfeit, because there's other lives on the line. That's what I came here for, to help these people, to save some lives. I start to push myself up, while my animate clenches in pain. I gracelessly fall back to the ground, my back stinging from the tiny daggers of fragments embedded into the ground. So no forfeit? Pity. I turn onto my side and try again. This time, lean on the remainders of the desk, creating an arm against my aching stomach. Where's that energy from a split second ago? Why am I suddenly so tired? I guess that I tend to charge ahead when I have a purpose. And without a purpose, I have to run on a broken engine. I needed to break the phone. Now I've broken it. What's left? Wait? How long? When will Sugar come? Cute playboy. I see what you're trying to do. My veins fill with dread, and it takes every ounce of self-control for me to not cast a glance at the buried phone. Unfortunately for you, noise isn't an issue. You can throw a tantrum all day, and no one will hear a thing. Aha, yeah, that's what I was trying to do! The new curfew keeps kids in the dorm court. No one's gonna take a stroll around the classrooms when they could be playing football in the common room. I don't have the energy to respond. Don't even feel my face move. Gradually, the cold, welcoming emptiness in my mind is dissipating, replaced with a creepy sense of utter Utter what? Something dark, black. Something that feels like it's squeezing my temples and smothering my nostrils until I can't breathe. Well, that was an interesting intermission. Must be my turn again, no? He weighs the pipe casually in his hands, like he's adjusting his hold on a baseball bat, and lifts it over his shoulder. I only register his words when he steps forward, sidling closer to the boy's side. Suddenly, past the bolt of pain in my... How do you say that? Diaphragm? Diaphragm? I'm screaming. That's the... I know what that is. No! Oh, wow! I automatically close my eyes at the moment of impact. I don't like that sound effect. But that doesn't make the crunch of the collapsing bone any less loud. Yoda struck the boy's hand this time. Kept my hands off of it. Scared it went to see the damage for myself. No! That was my mouse hand! How am I supposed to play League of Legends professionally now? No! Just shoot the boy's shock stare, just as bad as it sounds. Please, don't hurt him. I wouldn't worry if I were you. You'll be getting your fair share of the pain. She groans at this, loud and anguished, bubbling in her throat like a cloud of blood. Breaking the phone wasn't enough. There has to be more. Something else I can do. Are you enjoying this? A failure, as my mind scrambles for something more adequate. Why, yes, I am. Thanks for asking. And you even enjoyed the previous students? They're alright. This little show has been the best by far. It's like playing chess against a toddler versus playing chess against a rival. One just doesn't bring the satisfying challenge, you know? I can feel good about pulling a checkmate on a little... I can't feel good. A little kid who's not even potty trained. He's becoming more talkative, taking his focus off of the game, even if it's just a little bit. I seized this with desperation. Maybe they were more of a challenge than you thought. I figured it out, just from the clues that they dropped. At this bold claim, Yoda tilts his head like a broken doll. I see the deranged gears in his head picking up speed ever so slowly. Because Yoda doesn't like games with only pain, suffering, injury. Yoda likes to think. Yoda's intelligent. Yoda will look for a battle of wits just as readily. Even this pipe game, it's a twisted mix of sadism and psychology. His mind clashing against mine, trying to make me succumb to his methods. Maybe there's a way to pique his interest and bring the floor back into balance. It's the last hope I have. I think that's a good place to call it. I'm gonna get ready for class. I don't have to go for like 30 more minutes, but still. Oh yeah, I'm getting a phone call right now, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.